reveal, and welcome to the History Hole. A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. And for today, let's talk about history and reflect on how it is important in our lives. I welcome you all to our new segment here in History Home, the History Home. I am here with me, our two special guests. Help me from welcoming Miss Laarni Sulibay and Shirley Louise Calife.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining me here today.
It's our pleasure.
Okay, so let's have a seat, everyone. History is without a doubt impact our living. So I prepared today few more questions for the both of you, for you to share with us how history influence or how history important in our daily lives.
As for me, I have a strong and positive relationship with my family. But knowing history about our ancestors, it makes us more stronger. Knowing how they are overcome failures and survive during their hard times. Their stories always bring light and reminds us that we should always have each other to pass every stepping stone and find happiness on each other despite hardship. Knowing regarding and preserving your family, history directly impact you, your family, and even future generations of people you may never know. Find out how and why history matters in our family.
So as for me, family is my strength and weakness as well. History gave me a picture on how people or family before works as one. Family before creates a strong relationship as they have an open communication with each other. Now that we have lots of upgraded technologies, we often forget the true value of family. And I see history as my mirror to look back and gives me enough knowledge to value family and all extent. So family history is more than pedigree charts, censuses, and birth dates. It can be a powerful antidote against adverse life experiences that we face today, giving us stronger and understanding of who we are and motivating us to deepen our roots for generations to come. That is history for me with my relationship with my family.
Thank you for that answer. Okay, so for the next question we have here, for you as a students and with your relationship with your peers, how does history matters? Okay.
It is advantage for us students that history provides us with a firm grasp of why things change, the mechanisms driving change, and its significance. It helps students find great homeschool history curriculum or find a good and well-rounded curriculum. It keeps things simple to students and help history hop off the page.
For me, history matters because it helps us individuals and as societies to understand why our society are the way they are and what they value as a student of history. You will look into how nations were formed by an understanding of a shared past and common identity. In relationship with peers as well, it is better to know their background characteristics for us to adjust ourselves on how we approach them and act in front of them to avoid misunderstanding.
Thank you for your answers again. So I have here the third question. So, how history used by community settlers in regards with the relationship with neighborhood?
History play a big role in our community, especially in the things we do. For example, lawyers, when arguing a case, they need to search for the background details in order for them to know how to defend their client. And who knows, they might possibly win the case just by tracing its history. Same application also on almost any profession.
So in aspects in our relationship with our neighborhood, we also have to know their background. Just as you may be intrigued to discover that your great-grandfather was a miner, you may get that same thrill of discovery to find out that your house, your street, and maybe your block was home to immigrant factory workers. You share blood with your ancestors, you share a place with your neighbors from the past.
Okay, so for the last question, here it is. So how history builds a stronger relation as follower of the church and with your faith?
June has many representations. One of these are the Bibles. Without this, it is possible that we never recognize God's existence because we don't have any proof to hold and to believe. With this history, we build a stronger faith that God really exists.
To hold to something that has no details or proof is technically void. Religion has been a basic factor of human history in all places and times, and remains so in our own world today.
Yes, definitely. So without further ado, thank you guys for sharing your thoughts. It really inspires us to hold and still value our history. History holds a very significant role to assess and guide us to where we stand today and for the ages to come. I hope today's segment helps everyone to open up their mind, to value, and to never neglect history in all extent. Again, this is your host, Erica Reveal. See you all in our next episode here in History Home.